What is going on, family? I feel like everything has been trying to hold me back from trying to get to this song. I have been patient. I have been waiting and waiting and waiting for the song to come out. But I was out of town when it dropped. I'm back now. I am ready to listen to it. I have avoided all the spoilers outside of the previews on the front side. So let's go ahead and check out Petti's new song, Hate Me Still.
Where'd you go? Hey, I always seem to drift away. Hey, where'd you go? Sorry I made you wait, sorry I made you mad. I just got high as fuck, I meant to hit you back. You got me in my head, I guess I'll give you that. When I feel anger, turn it to a stranger. We fight, fuck, make love, then we break up. I told you sorry from the times I wasn't faithful, but you such a handful, always got my hands full. And you such a cancer, guess I got my answer. You say you can't know the truth. Well, let me tell it to you, you ain't in my head no more.
Oh, I've been hearing the samples, baby. Like I said, I've been hearing the promos. And one of the ones he was teasing was this part he's about to get into. And that first verse was so, oh my God. So he got like so vulnerable, right? Where he's always gets vulnerable. Oh, that's one thing I definitely love about Petti is the fact that it's definitely, we don't hold back. We know what I mean? If we feel it, we write it. You know what I'm saying? Like he was talking about, like, you know, just like reaching out to that person and just being like that honest with them. You know what I mean? Like giving like laying it all out there. You know what I mean? Talking about like even mentioning like the times like, you know, with like some unfaithfulness and all that. Like, you know, just really just being real and raw about everything that we went through together. You know what I mean? And then he's coming in being like, oh, I'm spoiling it. Oh, I hate knowing ahead of time. Let's just hear him tell us.
Well, let me tell it to you, you ain't in my head no more. Hoodie on your bedroom floor, who I got them tattoos for? You know who I did this for? Do you hate me? Do you hate me still?
Hold on. Did I miss it? I would have misheard this.
Tattoos for, you know, hoodie on your bed. Well, let me tell it to you, you ain't in my head no more. Hoodie on your bedroom floor, who I got them tattoos for? You know who I did this for? Do you hate me? Do you hate me still?
Man, like I said, he got raw, he got real. He was like, he's like, oh, this is you like, you know, you were all these things, but you ain't in my head no more. Like, Do you hate me still? Fuck. You know, a lot of times I think in our lives, like, especially like when we start doing like those moments of like self-reflection and we start thinking about like those past relationships and how they've like affected us and what we took away from those relationships and like how we learned and how we grew and, you know, the good and the bad, right? So I'm definitely one of those people that I don't, if you don't have anything good to say about any of your exes, then I think you're looking at things from the wrong perspectives, right? Some of us, myself included, we all got an ex show where it's what were we thinking? You know what I'm saying? Like, what were we thinking? Seriously. So I'm not trying to act like there ain't just bad people out there like Rat. You know what I mean? But I think it's also important to try to like reflect on like the positive things that we gain from those experiences at the same time. Even if that's as simple as like, I would never want to be with somebody that was like this. You know what I mean? Or this is the kind of person that I'm looking for because of this person helped me kind of realize that. You know what I mean? And I think about like that "Do you hate me still" line, where do any of us really ever want to leave on bad terms with anybody? You know what I mean? Like, you want things to be better for not only you but for them too. You know what I mean? And you just really, it hurts when you know that you still have hurt those people and that they're still hurt by it. And like I said, I feel like there was just like a lot of like volume in that, like, you know, this is the "Do you hate me still" line, where I feel like and that with like the just like the little high pitched melody and all that, I think it just kind of ties really together like just really well that way. I think it's so fire. I love it. Like I said, I already knew. I just from the little bits of taste, you know what I mean, of the promos of this one. I knew I was gonna rock heavy with this one. I knew it, and I'm like, it all coming together and hearing the whole story the way it was intended to be told this way, like it's amazing. I fuck with it heavy.
Always seem to drift away. Hey, where'd you go? Hey, always seem to drift away. Hey, where'd you ain't in my head no more. Honey on your bedroom floor. Who I got the tattoos for? You know who I did this for. Do you hate me? Do you hate me still? You ain't in my head no more. Honey on your bedroom floor. Who I got the tattoos for? You know who I did this for. Do you hate me? Do you hate me still?
Oh my god, it's another win for me. It's another win for me from Petti, for sure. I feel like it goes perfectly like in his overall catalog. It just picking up right where he left off with "Choose Life." You know what I mean? I like the fact that he doesn't narrow himself to like a specific genre or sound that way, where we could have like these punk rock elements to it, but also just like these just very melodic moments at the same time, where it just kind of also reminds me of, I hate to bring up other artists, but like it reminds me of like what I like in people like Kid Cudi. And like I said, the thing I like about Petti's music, and also the same thing that I find in Cudi's music, is that their music, in these some aspects, they remind me of space travel. And like I said, it's kind of hard to describe because like not everything reminds me of space, but that's where I draw those parallels, where like with the melodic parts that Petti adds to these tracks. Just like I said, it reminds me of space travel that way. And I like music that makes me feel anything at all. And I feel like every time I listen to any song that he's put out, it makes me feel something one way or the other. It reminds me of something in my life. It reminds me of something relatable to just even maybe something that of somebody close to me in my life. You know what I mean? Where I hear the real messaging behind it. You know what I mean? I hear the real person, even though I don't know who that person is. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, I feel like I can hear and see the message being spoken to them. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's what's so great about his music, is it always sounds like there was always kind of like a target of like maybe who we were writing about. Even if we weren't, it sounds like there is. And I think that's kind of part of the magic too, right? Where it's like, you know, was I writing about you or not? You know what I mean? But you know that's all part of how the sauce is made. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's all I got for this one, guys. I really like this song a lot. Make sure you go support Petti Hendrix. Make sure, you know, I'll leave all the links in the top of this video. Make sure you go tell him how much you appreciate his music, and how much you fuck with just his energy and everything that he's doing out there. Show him all the love and support and kindness in the world. Be kind to a stranger today. Tell somebody that you love them. And if you haven't, join the Foxshot family. There's always room for you.